Hey folks, this is the second video that we're going to deal with in this particular section that's going to deal with operations on matrices. So let's just jump right on in. I'm allowed to add and subtract two matrices. However, we have to remember that they must have the same order as each other. Secondly, I'm allowed to multiply by a scalar. And what that means is that I'm just multiplying by a constant matrix. And the way that I do that, if I'm going to multiply by a constant, I just need to use distribution. Thirdly, always follow the order of operations. Just because we're working with matrices doesn't mean that the order of ops is out the door. So you must still follow your order of operations. Fourth, let's talk about matrix multiplication. This is a little bit more in depth, so hang with me here. If you have two matrices that you're going to multiply together, let's call them A and B. Matrix A has an order of C by M. Matrix B has the order of M by P. Then what we would say is that matrix A times B is defined, meaning it's allowed. I am allowed to multiply matrix A times B, but you need to understand that I'm not allowed to multiply matrix B times A. It's not defined. It's not allowed. So let's talk about why that's the case here. And I want to point out to you part B, which has a little bit more information in it. When I take my two matrices and multiply them together, you notice these are my two orders, my C by M times my M by P. The deal is that those two middle dimensions must be the same in order for you to be allowed to multiply two matrices together. If those two dimensions are the same, then I am allowed to multiply them. And not only that, my order is going to be the two outer dimensions. So in this case, my order is going to be a C by P. But if you go to the next part, the reason that I'm not allowed to multiply B times A is because of the fact that these two in the middle are not identical to each other. So you cannot multiply these two matrices together. It is not defined. It is not allowed.